Mason County Treasurer Lisa Frazier. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing? Happy New Year.
I'm doing great. Happy New Year to you, too.
Thanks for coming in and talking to me a little bit about the topic of registered warrants, something that I am mostly unfamiliar with. So explain to me the process of registered warrants and how it's being worked on in the county then.
So most people don't understand that the county and state and local governments issue warrants. We don't issue checks as payment for services rendered.
Okay.
So the laws haven't been updated to do that, but a warrant is a promise to pay. And back before there were banks in the federal government, the counties would issue a warrant and they would be brought to the county treasurer's office for payment.
Okay.
With the advent of banks and everything, they act like a check now. When a district doesn't have any funds or is short on cash, they still are required to make their payments, and the county treasurer is still required to honor those payments. Therefore, by registering warrant, we're basically loaning them the money to cover those expenses until they've got enough cash to move forward.
Okay, I think I'm starting to understand this. How's the county going to utilize this?
So, the Belfair Water District, or not Belfair Water District, excuse me, the Belfair Wastewater and District Fund, I guess I should say, is short on cash at the end of the year.
Okay.
Therefore, the current expense fund is going to register a warrant on their behalf and cover those expenses until they've brought in enough revenue to be good. So what happens, current expense will charge interest based on the going rates and what's in our policies. And so we'll earn a little bit of money on this investment while we're waiting for the fund to become whole again.
Okay, so stop me if I am misunderstanding this. Instead of, we'll say, the Belfair example that you just said, instead of them cutting a check to the people that need it, you do it for in their stead. That kind of...
They're still issuing their payments, or their payment. I am covering the cash that they needed to make those payments.
Okay.
So we're still honoring those checks as they come in.
Do you know if this is the first time Mason County has done something like this, or is it a normal practice?
Registered warrants aren't used very often anymore. We've done it for one of the fire districts several times over the past several years. This is the first time in a very, very long time that we've had to do it for a county fund.
Okay.
So.
And will the day-to-day people living in Mason County, will they be impacted by this at all, or will they see any difference?
They will see no difference.
Okay. And interesting. Where is all this information available for folks if they want to learn more about this? Or do they come to the commission meetings, or they come talk to you? Or?
Right. I can certainly, direct them in the right spot. I mean, registered warrant policies and procedures were just passed by the commission in December, so we have updated that policy. It is available in the treasurer's office upon request. Certainly coming to commissioner meetings and their briefings and listening in on what's happening, with the different funds and so forth, they would get some inkling of what's going on. But we treat it as a day-to-day course of business.
And is there any anticipation on when this would go away, or when the entities that need this will be whole?
Well, the Belfair wastewater system has financial issues, and so this could be kind of an on and off type thing for a while until they can resolve that. It was a small amount that we registered for them at the end of the year, so I imagine that this registered warrant process will resolve itself within the next few days. Will they have to do it again? Probably, maybe.
We Interesting.
We'll move forward when we know that.
Well, definitely a new phrase for me today, registered warrants. You know, the first thing I think a lot of folks think about is with law enforcement
Right.
warrants in that
Right.
aspect. But very interesting. Mason County Treasurer Lisa Frazier here to talk with us starting into the new year. And how does the rest of the county looking into this new year? Maybe a tight year, but...
I think actually revenues are up, so I think we're looking at a positive year. It'll be interesting. It's too soon to know.
Of course.
Obviously,
just 4 days in. But...
4 days in, and we're still, it'll take us a while to finish up 2016 and get those final numbers for where we are at the end of the year. So as soon as we know that, then it kind of helps us in moving forward.
Very nice.
A little
Very
early
cool.
yet.
Okay. Well, come back often and keep us updated on all the business the county is doing.
I will. Thank you.
Lisa Frazier, Mason County Treasurer. Thank you for coming on.
Do you know you have access to the fastest internet in Washington State? Switch to iFiber Communications right now and take advantage of our special offers. Pay only $29.95 for 100 megabit high-speed internet, or get 3 months of internet absolutely free. That's right, $29.95 for 100 megabit speeds or 3 months of internet free. Shop, stream, and game like never before with iFiber Communications high-speed internet. Call 360-427-4000 or check us online at ifiber.tv. Subject to credit approval. Valid on a 24-month contract.